Hi guys, welcome to this part 2 video of some underrated horror films I have in my collection. Yeah, I've pulled out another load of DVDs, sort of various types of horror films, all of which I think are either underappreciated or not quite as well known as they should be. So here we go, first one. This is Grizzly. Yeah, this is a great film, really cool sort of creature feature film. Very entertaining, very enjoyable. Lots of good gory moments, good cast. Yeah, it's just a very good film. I think it's one that should be more known than it is. I know it does have fans, but I don't hear that many people talk about it. But I think it's a great film. That's Grizzly. Check it out if you've not got it. Next, this is The Living Dead Girl. This is a Jen Rowland horror film, French horror. Yeah, very good film again. Really like the direction of this film. Really good atmosphere and style. Yeah, it's just about some grave robbers who enter this crypt. Then there's a tremor and knocks over this barrel of toxic waste. What the toxic waste is doing there, I'll never know. But anyway, it like revives this woman here, and then she sort of wanders around, and she needs blood basically to survive. So yeah, there's lots of gory and bloody moments in this film. Actually, it's probably Jen Rowland's most gory film. Some great gore in this film. But yeah, like I say, really good direction, really good style. Great atmospheric horror film. Really like it. That's The Living Dead Girl. Next, Halloween 3. Yeah, of course everyone knows about this, but also it's one which a lot of people don't like. Obviously because Michael Myers isn't in it. It's got nothing to do with the other Halloween films, so often it gets disregarded. But yeah, if you judge this film on its own right, just on its own, it's a great horror film, really good horror film, really entertaining, really creepy, really enjoyable. Yeah, I've always been a fan of it. It's Halloween 3, great stuff. Next, this is Werewolf Woman. 1976 Italian horror film. Yeah, despite the name, it's not really your typical werewolf type film. There's only one bit at the beginning where she actually changes into a werewolf, and that's like a dream sequence. To be honest, it plays more like a slasher film really. It's about this woman who's like really sort of troubled past, and she's just not stable at all. She despises men. She basically goes around killing a lot of these other men with various sort of weapons. It's kind of like a slasher in that sense. But yeah, it's a very good film. I'm a big fan of it. It's very sleazy, actually. Yeah, very very sleazy actually, but very gory too. Yeah, it's a great film. I like it. Werewolf Woman. Next, this is Amsterdam, which is like 1988 Dutch slasher film. Yeah, a lot of people don't know about this film, but I quite like it. It is good, definitely good. Yeah, it's just about this guy. He sort of comes out the canals wearing all this like scuba diving gear, sort of kills people, escapes back into the canals. You got this sort of policeman sort of on his trail. Yeah, it's a good film. It's entertaining. It's stylishly directed. You got this like really big action scene at one point as well when the killer sort of escapes on this speedboat, and you got the cop following him, and there's like loads of stunts and explosions. Quite sort of unique for a sort of slasher type film. But yeah, it's enjoyable. I like it. Amsterdam. Next one, Nightmares. This is an Australian slasher film, about 1980. Yeah, I like this film. It's got this sort of giallo feel to it, which is obviously probably one of the reasons why I like it a lot too. Yeah, it's very gory, it's very sleazy, it's got a high body count. Yeah, if you like slashers, I definitely recommend this one, Nightmares. Next, this is The Wild Beasts. This is like a When Nature Strikes Italian type horror film. Yeah, a big fan of this film. It's very enjoyable, very entertaining, it's very gory. I think it's a lot faster paced than Day of the Animals, and there's actually a lot more sort of animals in this film too, you know, some quite unique deaths, you know, rats sort of kill this couple in the car, even an elephant's trunk strangles someone, you know, it's quite amusing. But yeah, this is a very enjoyable film, very gory too, recommend it highly. It's got Lorraine DeSalle, the star of Cannibal Ferox, using this. But yeah, check it out. This is a Danish DVD, but it's uncut. Next, Love Butcher. This is actually a 1977 proto-slasher. Yeah, a lot of people don't know about this film, but again, I like it. I'm a fan of this film. It's about this guy who works as a gardener, but you know, due to his disability and his appearance, he's always made fun of. But he has an alter ego where he disguises himself as another person, and in this disguise he goes around killing all the people which did him wrong. So yeah, you got some sort of fun moments too. You know, all the deaths sort of used with like various garden implements and other weapons. So it's quite amusing, but yeah, it's low budget, but I still like it. It's a good slasher film. Check it out. Love Butcher. Next is a Knife of Ice. This is Umberto Lenzi Giallo from the early 70s. Yeah, this one isn't very known at all, to be honest, but I'm a fan of it. It's not very gory, but it's got a great atmosphere. It's just very enjoyable, very entertaining. It's got some good twists and turns you'd expect, so yeah, I like it. Knife of Ice. Next, this is Mausoleum, another 80s horror film. Yeah, I don't hear this one talked about too much, but yeah, I like it. It's got a really sort of creepy atmosphere that I really like. Yeah, it's just very entertaining. Mausoleum. Next, this is Body Snatchers, Abel Ferrara version from the early 90s. Yeah, big fan of this film. I really like it. I think it's very entertaining. It's very stylish direction from Abel Ferrara, who's actually one of my favourite directors anyway. But yeah, it's got a good creepy feel, suspenseful too. Yeah, it's just very entertaining. It's Body Snatchers. Next one, this is Bruiser, 2001 George Romero film, which I never really hear anyone talk about. But yeah, I still like it. I think it's a pretty cool film. It's about this guy who, you know, he's always like walked over all his life, you know, but he's always turned the other cheek. But you know, he's got a wife who's like cheating on him with his boss. His best friend is, you know, cheating out of money. You know, anyway, one day he wakes up in the morning, you know, his face is gone. It's replaced by this sort of faceless, sort of pale, sort of mask, which obviously hides his identity completely. But yeah, he decides to sort of start killing all those that did him wrong. But yeah, it's a good film. I like it. You know, it's stylish. It's just entertaining. That's Bruiser. Check it out if you've not seen it. Next, this is The Dead Pit, late 80s zombie film. This is the UK DVD version I've had for ages, but there is a Code Red release out. But yeah, this is a pretty cool zombie film. It does take a while before the actual zombies come, but yeah, I'm a fan of this film. I've always liked it. I think it's enjoyable. Pretty gory towards the end. Yeah, it's just entertaining. So that's The Dead Pit. Next, this is Society. Yeah, I think quite a lot of people do know about this, but there's also some which, you know, haven't heard of it. But yeah, it's got quite an infamous and memorable ending. You know, I remember seeing this film when I must have been about, you know, 11 or 12, you know, when it first came out, and I always remembered the ending. You know, it stuck with me for a few days after that. But yeah, it's a good film. I like it. If you've not seen it, it's definitely one to get. Society. Next one, this is The Chilling, another late 80s zombie film, which I never really heard that many people talk about. Yeah, it's a great film, like, you know, it's about these sort of bodies which have sort of been cryogenically frozen, but there's like a sort of lightning storm, and they sort of strike, you know, where the bodies are kept, and all the bodies come to life. So You got all these zombies going around, you know. So yeah, it's pretty cool. I think the zombies look really good in this film. It does get quite gory, but it's just mainly just entertaining. You know, I'm a big fan of this film. You know, you've got Linda Blair in it. Yeah, it's a very entertaining zombie film. You know, if you've not seen it, definitely check it out. I think you'll like it. That's The Chilling. And I'll make this one the last. This is Cut and Run, Ruggero Deodato, sort of jungle film. Yeah, of course, it's no way as infamous or as extreme as, you know, things like Cannibal Holocaust or House on the Edge of the Park, but yeah, I'm a fan of this film, and it is actually still pretty gory. It does have a lot of sort of bloody kind of like deaths in this film too, so yeah, it's good, it's very entertaining, you know, definitely recommend it if you've not seen it. I'm a big fan of Ruggero Deodato anyway, so this is one I've watched many times myself, so yeah, definitely recommend it. That's Cut and Run, Ruggero Deodato. Yeah, so that's the ones I've got today to show you, so yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys soon in another video. Take care.